Billy Bones, Sadie, where you be, you motley crew? Look what the rum done to me. I be near to taking my last breath. I'll be drinking only hellfire now, with the devil's own hand.
And none more welcome than yourself, Captain Flint, to be sure. Now out with the lay of the treasure. Since I be rightful captain, and Sadie here be the first mate.
That you be, Billy. You take the map. And Sadie, you take the compass. You be forced to work together if you wish to find my treasure.
In every young person's life, there comes a time when they have to choose what sort of adult they're going to be.
Will they respect the lives of others? Will they respect the rule of law?
Or will they lie, steal, and take advantage of others?
Because there are only two types of people in this world.
Decent, civilized, God-fearing people who serve their queen and country with honor. And pirates.
Now up anchor and shove up. A black passage to any that chase my fortune.
Fog's coming in on the tide. Fog's coming in on the tide.
Shiver my timbers, shiver my soul. Rum! Will this be a handy cove and a pleasant situated shop? Much company made.
Very little, more's the pity.
Well, then this is the berth for me. I'm a plain sailor. Rum and bacon and eggs are what I want. And that cliff to watch ships off. I reckon I'll stay here a bit.
Very well. Jane, take our lodger's chest to his room.
I'll stow me over chest, matey.
No need to be rude. Jane is an honest lady, and this establishment is honest as the day is long. You can store it in that cubby over there. What name should I put my lodger?
Nothing goes in your lodger, mate. But you may call me the captain. Oh, I see what you're on about. There. You tell me when I've worked through that.
All day long, the captain stood upon the cliffs, spying around the cove with their brass telescopes. And every day when they would come back, they would say,
Jane, my child, I promise you a silver fourpenny on the first of each month. If you would only keep your seafaring eye open for a pirate with one leg, and let me know the moment he appears.
but every time the first of the month came around,
Sir, you have put me off for months and not given me the silver you owe.
Jane, bosun, I'll pay up next month. Do you doubt the captain?
in fact, Billy Bones stayed month after month. And poor Mr. Hawkins never saw anything more in rent. He never plucked up the courage to ask for any more. In the evenings, the captain would sit in the corner next to the fire, drinking far more rum than their head could carry, filling me in with their stories about
The Tortugas!
and
Walk in the plank!
and
Gilroy!
and often the whole inn was shaking with their wicked old sea song.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum!
Sir, if you would keep drinking rum, the world would soon be quit of a very dirty scoundrel indeed.
And who might you be, madam, to talk to the captain in such a manner?
I'm Dr. Livesey, the local doctor at your service. And if you don't put that knife in your pocket this instant, I promise you will be dragged up before the courts tomorrow. Now that I know there's such a fellow in my town, I'll be keeping my eye on you. And if I hear but a breath of complaint against you, I'll have you hunted down and routed out.
The captain kept quiet for many evenings to come, but not long after.
You there. Would this here be a table for my shipmate Billy Bowen?
No, this is for the captain.
Billy would be calling himself captain. They have a scar on their left cheek and loves to drink, Billy does. Is he around?
No, he went out walking. I believe he went out to the cliffs. I'll go find him for you.
No, get back here. I believe I see him walking down the lane now. And we want to give him a surprise, don't we? Billy Bones! Come, Billy, you know an old shipmate.
Black dog!
Yes. It took me years, but I finally sniffed you out. I figured after you took the compass and we lost the map, you'd be somewhere here.
Well, so what if I did take it?
That's gold isn't yours. It belongs with all of us who sailed with Captain Flint. And now that I've found you, we're going to come to terms. For you know what happens next, don't you?
Black dog, you know I would never mistreat an old shipmate of mine.
You've been warned.
They found me. Jane, it's my old sea chest they're after. Oh, they'll have a black spot in the week. Help me open it. This here, Jane, this is what them lovers want. It's all they need to get to the treasure that's in Captain Flint's compass. Sadie, that old pirate, she took the compass and she left our crew 5 years ago, never to be seen again. Now, if they tip me the black spot, mind you, you go and you get your Dr. Livesey and all the magistrates and you tell them that if they hasten here, they'll capture all of Captain Flint's old crew. And Jane Lass, you take this and stow it for me.
You sailed with Captain Flint?
I was first mate, I was. And I'm the only one who knows where the treasure is. But don't you worry unless I'm tipped the black spot, or Black Dog comes back, or the pirate with one leg. Him, Jane, most of all.
A few nights later, a dreadful figure slowly drew near the inn.
Billy Bones! I know you're here, Billy. To any kind friend inform a poor blind man who's lost sight of his eyes where he might be.
You are Admiral Ben Bowen, my good man.
I hear a young voice. Give me your hand and lead me in. Ah, a little girl. Take me to Billy, my pet. Or I'll break your wrist. Ow. Now, take me to the captain. When he's in view, say, here's a friend for you, Billy. Or else.
Ow! Pew!
That's right, Billy. Your old messmate. Right here. Here to pay you a visit. Child, take his hand and bring it here. Thanks. Now, child, point me to the door and I'll be on my way.
Jane, the black spot. It's here, right? Oh, Jane, get me my drink. Thank you. You're a kind child.
Billy?
made their heart weak, and this black dot was the last straw. Speaking of which, it says something about 10 o'clock tonight. It's 9 now.
Well, that linebacker that I told you about may still be around somewhere, and the black dog may still be at hand.
Well, certain that this pirate's money is due us, if he has any. Bolt the door and get the black dog. Where's the key at?
It's around your neck, Father.
We will take what is due us, not a shilling over. We need to hide.
Down the door, you infernal idiots! Indigo, back up the hill and keep walking. The rest of you, get the chest. Billy, I apologize if we're a little early. We had to get the drop on you, mate.
Billy's dead, Pew.
Well, search him, you wubber!
Pew, they've been here before us. Someone's already turned the chest below in the lock.
Is it there?
Some money's here.
Flint's map, I mean, you cross-eyed newt!
We don't see it.
Black dog, is it on Billy?
It's not, he's been looted already.
Those people of the inn! It's that little girl! I should have poked her eye out when I had the chance. Scatter and look for it. Find the map. Grab that house out.
Mates, we've got to go. Those riders are coming.
Leave? We can't leave. The map must be close by. Scatter and look for it.
But we got the gold from the chest.
They might have hit it, Pew. Let's take the money and run.
You fools! You're worried about a little bit of gold when you gotta have gold 1,000 times more. Am I to be a poor blind beggar my whole life?
Here come the riders. Run!
Father, the blind beggar ran right out in front of the horses and was trampled.
Why, it's Miss Redmond and her good people. Do, come in, come in.
There's nothing to be done for that poor beggar outside. Or this bad case here.
That was bad business. He ran right out under the horses. But did you catch the other pirates?
Pirates? We thought they were smugglers. We found their little boat in the cove, and one of the neighbors told us that they would be on the move tonight.
Hunter, you should head up to the cove and warn the cutter. What on earth were they after, Mr. Hawkins? Money, I suppose. No, not money, I think. And in fact, I believe I have the thing right here. I thought perhaps you two would know someone who could look at it and give us some advice. You should bring the matter to Squire Trelawney. I believe she's a good friend of yours, Dr. Lucy.
Yes, in fact, I was supposed to call on her tomorrow. And Jane, you can come with me and bring the packet. You both can't stay here tonight, though. You'll stay at my place. Come now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
The next day, Dr. Lucy brought the group to Squire Trelawney's estate to talk about what the map could mean and what they should do about it.
Jane, did you bring the papers?
Yes, here it is, ma'am.
So this is from the famous pirate Captain Flint, the bloodiest pirate that ever sailed. Blackbeard was a child to Flint.
Imagine Billy Bones being a pirate and finding my end.
But did he have any treasure?
Treasure. What were the villains after but treasure? What did they care for, if not treasure?
What if we had the map to where Flint buried his treasure? Jane, are you agreeing to let us open the packet?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a map of an island. 2, actually. There's an island and an islet. But what about this torn out circle here in the middle?
My mother, she...
Jane, lass, take a breath.
It's okay, just breathe.
My mother gave me this compass before she left on her last voyage. She said, keep it safe, Jane. I'll be back before you know I'm gone.
She never told me about it either. You know, she always longed for the adventure and the sea, and I was never that type. She always promised she'd come home, but she never did. I hope she's okay.
And I've treasured this compass ever since, and I thought the paper inside it was just a decoration, something to remind her of the sea, but now...
By Jove! It completes the map!
Jane, did your mother ever tell you about the compass?
No, she just told me to keep it safe and to never lose it.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't lose it. Would you be willing to let us have this piece of paper so we can complete the map?
Oh no, I couldn't do that. It's all I have left of her. I can't part with it.
Just think about it, lass. Just think about it.
Well, now we have the whole map, but what about the instructions on how we're supposed to find the treasure?
They're on the back!
Given by J. Flint to B. Jones, mate of the Walrus.
Bulk of the treasure here, tall tree.
Tall tree.
Spyglass shoulders, the point of north-northeast.
North-northeast.
10 steps south of the black crag with a face on it.
Black crag with the face on
The silver cache, the east, south, and east by 10 feet.
10 feet.
Now up anchor and shove off. A black passage to any can chase my fortune.
The black crag with the face on it. Gold and silver bars, Squire, buried under the X's on the map.
Listen, you shall give up your wretched practice at once.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow, I start for Bristol. In 3 weeks' time. No, 2 weeks. 10 days.
Capital.
We shall have the best ship and choicest crew. You, Lucy, can be the ship's doctor.
Of course.
I, the admiral. Redrick, my gamekeeper, is an expert tracker. And Hunter, my servant, can be our swords master. Oh, and Jane and Mr. Hawkins, you can both sail with us.
Oh yes, ma'am, I'd love to.
I don't know. I've never been one for adventure. Plus, I've got the end to run. You should go, though, Jane. I know that's wonderful, careful of you.
I'm so glad you're coming. And speaking of Redrick and Hunter, Tony, John, will you come over here and speak with us about what we could be facing in an unknown island?
Yes, ma'am.
Lucy, this is my gamekeeper, Tony Redruth, who I believe we met the other night, and my servant, John Hunter.
At your service.
Ms. Redruth, are you really an expert tracker?
Yes, ma'am. I once tracked a pirate all the way through the woods. The key is in the cracked twigs and the faint footprints.
Do you think you could help us find the treasure?
Well, I'd like to think so. If I'm being honest, I could probably do it blindfolded.
Boy, I would sure love to see that.
I'm told you're quite the swordsman.
Oh yes, sir. My father had me making swords by the time that I was 10, and he trained me in every kind of sword art you can imagine.
Ma'am, I couldn't help overhearing your plans, and I think it's a mighty fine idea. As for the crew, that might be hard to come by, but your ship, the Hispaniola, would be the best choice.
I like the way you think, Redruth.
Crew can't be too hard to find. It's for buried treasure. Settlers around here will be fighting each other for that kind of chance.
As for the treasure, lad, I think we'd best keep that between us.
Yes, ma'am. Just think of what all that money could do for the company. We wouldn't have to worry about money again. Or we wouldn't have to worry about anything again.
There's only one thing I'm worried about, and one person that I'm afraid of.
And who is that?
You, ma'am. You cannot hold your tongue. All cannot hear of this. Those people that attacked the inn yesterday, they were bold and desperate pirates. All cannot hear of this.
Oh, Lucy, I will be as silent as a grave.
But as they all suspected, the squire was not as silent as a grave. She spread the news far and wide about a secret treasure and a hidden island and gold.
There she is, the Hispaniola, the sweetest tune in all of Britain. I was despairing of finding a crew until I found the perfect man I needed. There he is now, Long John Silver, just the man we were talking about.
I'm just an old sailor, I am, who is looking for a berth as a cook on a ship to get the good sea air again. I sailed with many a fine sailor in the service of Her Majesty, including these two good mates here, Taylor Morgan and Georgina Mary, my good friends.
What about me? What about me?
It's my turn.
Nice to meet you, Squire. I've heard all about you and your search for buried treasure.
Don't worry, Squire. We don't spread rumors around. We only told our friends, the ones who wanted to sail with us.
He was able to find the rest of the ship's crew after I wasn't able to hire any more sailors. They aren't pretty to look at, you'll have to admit, Silver, but I bet they could fight off a whole crew of pirates. Well, I think the ship is provisioned and the crew are in place. Doctor, I'll introduce you to the captain.
Well, lass, it looks like you'll be helping me out in the kitchen. I hope you have a healthy appetite. Long John Silver, at your service.
Yes, sir, Mr. Silver. My name is Jane Hawkins. Well, do you mind me asking about your leg?
Ah, me leg. I lost it in the service of Her Majesty fighting brigands off the island of Madagascar. Many a good sailor has lost their leg and more in the service of the Queen.
Oh, yes, I saw lots of sailors on the docks missing their legs or arms.
That's right, Jane. We've all lost something in the name of Her Majesty.
God save the Queen!
Yes, sir, Mr. Silver.
None of that now. We'll be crewmates. Silver to my friends. Ain't that right, Taylor and Georgina?
Yes, sir.
And believe me, lass, a friend you can trust is worth their weight in gold. There are many a dark-hearted scoundrel in these parts.
You mean pirates?
Pirates! Face of the light! Face of the light! Ah!
This here will be interrupting all the time. Here's Captain Flint, named after the famous buccaneer. A parrot raised from a wee egg. Ain't that the truth, Captain?
Face of the light! Walk the plank, stole the ship! Ah!
Don't mind him. He's got an overactive imagination. Now, we're supposed to be meeting the captain on deck. Miss Arrow is a stickler for being on time, so let's not be late for our first day at sea.
The captain and Miss Arrow, who were both hired by Squire Trelawney, knew precious little about the crew they were going to sail with. They both had years of experience with many different sailors, but they had never sailed with as many colorful characters.
Welcome aboard! You must be Jane Hawkins, who I've heard so much about. Captain Smollett, a pleasure.
Long John, Taylor, Georgina, get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Do I look a sir to you, sir?
It's nice to meet you, Captain Smollett, Miss Arrow.
I've ordered all the crew to be on board by tonight, and we'll set sail. You'll have our head and squire.
Not here, Captain, where the crew can hear. Is there somewhere we can talk more plainly?
Do you have reason
We just want to keep the information to as small a group of people as possible.
Of course. Right this way to my quarters.
Now, what does the squire tell us me about a map and compass, Jane?
Here's the map and the compass.
I see. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that's odd. What about this torn out circle here?
Oh, it's there on my mother's compass. It completes the map so we can find the treasure.
I see.
And here, Captain, are the numbers and charts we need to sail our ship to the island.
Yes, so I see here it has all the information. Shows on where to put down anchor when we get to the island. Squire, when we get to the island, I trust you can handle finding the treasure. Miss Ara,
Yes, Mom.
Put this map and compass in my safe, please. Ma'am, I want to keep the compass.
Jane, I don't personally know all this crew. They were hired by Squire Trelawney, who didn't know them from Adam, and
They were personally recommended by Long John Silver, who, as you all know, is the soul of decency.
yes, I'm sure he is. But just to be safe, I'd like to lock them in my safe, and Miss Aaron here will carry the keys on her personal ship's keeping. I assure you, nowhere safer.
Yes, Mom. I will keep them as safe as my personal toothbrush.
But I can't let go of this. It's all I have of my mother. And you can lock the map up, but not this. Please.
Jane, you can keep your compass. Just don't talk about it and don't show it to any of the crew, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't wait to find some treasure!
Oh, Jane. The captain sails by rules and laws. With me, I sail by the stars.
The stars?
North, Jane. Find me north out there among the stars.
Oh, it's easy.
Oh, but what if you didn't have a compass?
But please don't break it. It was my mother's. It's all I have of hers.
Oh, I were only fooling, lass. I'm sorry. How old were you when she died then?
She left for the sea when I was 7.
I were 8 when my father died at sea. First mate he was.
My mother was first mate, too. She gave me this compass before she left on her last voyage that she never came back from.
Was she now? By the powers, what a coincidence. Now, Jane, that be Polaris, the North Star. Even in the Eastern Sea, that be always north.
North, Polaris. So we must be heading southwest.
Smart as paint ye be. Now, that gets old Silver thinking. Why would we be sailing southwest? Scuttlebutt among the crew is that we're sailing for buried treasure, and somewhere on board there's a map.
There is a map, and Miss Arrow has it locked up in her safe until we reach the island. But you have to promise to keep it a secret. I know you're trustworthy.
Of course. Don't worry about it. None of my concern, Jane. I'm just the ship's cook. Such matters are best suited to Captain Smollett. She runs this ship, not I.
Oh, come on. You could captain this ship.
That I could, lass. And maybe someday I will.
days later, on a dark and stormy night, Long John Silver put his plan to get Miss Arrow's keys into action.
Debbie Alexson. How's everything look?
Everything's in shipshape, ma'am. I was just about to go over and check the ropes.
Get going, sailor.
Aye, aye.
Evening, Mr. Silver.
Mighty dark out here tonight. Reminds me of the night years ago when we ran aground in the middle of the ocean. Half the crew drowned because of leaky lifeboats.
Because of leaking lifeboats. It's a terrible way to die.
It's a common occurrence, ma'am. The ships fall into disrepair from little use and become...
Unsafe?
I'm not saying our ship is unsafe, of course not.
I will check them myself. Better safe than sorry.
Of course.
Caulking seems good. The wood is sturdy. There's no water leaking in. Seems fine to me.
That's what we thought. But once we set sail, we weren't so sure.
Ask me often, Mr. Silver. I want to be sure these boats are safe.
Of course. But, is there anything you need me to keep safe for you? Your, hat?
I would have been heartbroken if this blew away. Do keep it safe, please.
Or your coat?
It would drag me down by having to fall overboard.
Or, maybe your keys?
My keys? Of course. They fell overboard. That would be a disaster.
That it would, ma'am.
Ask me off, Mr. Silver.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Thank you.
Of course, ma'am. Just doing my duty.
Yes?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Last night, Miss Errol went missing, and all we found was his hat.
Friend. And so, my friends, the sea has taken another loyal officer. Friend. This was a woman who always took pride in keeping things running shipshape, always ran her inspections on time. A wonderful first mate who used to get us up before dawn just to brush our teeth. I remember one particularly rough voyage where we almost shipwrecked on Tortuga, and it was thanks to her efforts that any of us even made it out alive. I bought her this hat as a souvenir, and now it's all I have left of her. May the wind be ever at your back, Samantha Arrow. Rest in peace, my friend. Amen. Amen. sailing, and the crew seems fine. Long John Silver lets me come in here whenever I want to, and the captain says we should be to the island within the week.
Peace in the right, stoke the ship, walk the plank.
I would love to know where you've been, Parrot. Why do you know so many pirate phrases?
Keel haulers aboard, man overboard.
I think there were some cookies behind here somewhere.
Here's Captain Flint, my pretty parrot. What are you doing there, Billy? Sailors of fortune, where are we on our plans for when we get to the island? Black Dog, why are you out of the hole? What if the sneaking Jane Hawkins sees you?
She ain't seen me. Keep it up that. I've been keeping to the hole just like you said. She's been doing just like you said, Silver. She won't come out until we need a mutiny against the Richmonds and take the treasure.
We have that map, but we don't have the compass. None of us heard what old Flint was saying to Billy Bones that night.
I know where it is and I can get my hands on it when needed.
The compass.
What you be talking about, Silver? We haven't seen that compass in years, not since Flint died.
Silver, we don't have a chance without that compass. And we'll stop plan when we get to the island.
You landlubbers, don't you trust me? I be the one who hired you. I be the reason you are here.
Hey, the captain. Hey, the captain.
The captain has the weapons locked up.
Yes, but we need to keep sneaking them out.
And before they notice. What if the doctor or the captain figure out our plan?
Then we'd have a battle on our hands, and we'd kill them all.
Yeah!
If anyone hears of this, I'll kill the lubber who let something slip and throw their body overboard before you can say pieces of bite.
Piece of the bite.
This stays secret, friends. Make no mistake. Now, where are we? What is the count of sailors for and against us? We need to be ready for any wind that blows.
There's 12 of us, plus the parrot. And on the other side, there's Jane. The plan would be of any good. The doctor, she doesn't like to hurt people. The captain, the squire and her two hangers-on. They won't be much more good than Jane. They've been sick this whole voyage.
Hermione and Debbie.
Lonnie the lookout. Jill.
Isola, Jason, and Cataline. So,
27?
This is why you be at sea. You can't even count. We need to keep sneaking those swords. And when we get to the island, we will take this ship.
Yeah!
Now, we all have our tasks. Get to it.
Yes, sir!
Captain, Squire, Doctor, you won't believe what I just heard.
Calm down, lass. But as you're running about like a ship torn off its mooring.
Well, I was in the galley searching for the last of the cookies, so I was behind the counter, hidden. And then Long John Silver and some of the crew came in, and, ma'am, they're pirates.
What? No! Silver's the soul of decency. Why, he stands at attention during God Save the Queen.
I knew he was bad all along.
You didn't? You were praising his breakfast this morning.
Quiet! Last, did you see who else he was talking to?
Yes, he has half the crew on his side, but we have half on our side.
We should call a conference of all the sailors that we know on our side and make a plan.
I have an idea. Let's have a meeting and discuss a plan.
Squire, that's a brilliant idea.
A good idea. John, Tony, go and quietly fetch those we know aren't pirates. We'll be
Tony quietly whispered into the ears of the sailors who were not on the side of the gold-hungry pirates. They sneaked back into the captain's room to make a plan by which to save their lives.
Sailors, as you may have heard, we have a small situation on board.
You mean the fact that half the crew are pirates?
And they want to kill us. Yes, we're here to talk about that and make sure it doesn't happen.
Well, I like Long John Silver. He made the best breakfast.
What is important now is that we beat the pirates to find the treasure.
Squire, what you mean to say is what's important now is saving the lives of the innocent people in this room, especially me.
Yes. Yes. And how do we do that?
Well, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Silver already has Miss Era's keys. And he has half the weapons hid away.
Oh no, we're doomed.
What I think we should do is act like nothing's wrong. When we get to the island, which should be in a day or so, we'll send the pirates down the longboats to replenish the supply of water. And then they'll strand them there on the island.
It's always good to have plenty of water on board.
No, she means the pirates will sail to the island and we'll stay on the ship.
Oh, it's still a good idea.
I can't believe Silver betrayed us.
I'm sorry, my friend. We should have seen this coming. Talk of treasure will bring pirates running from all directions. Like rats.
Now, to the details of our plan.
And so the crew tiptoed around each other, the pirates all trying to act like angels so that the regular sailors wouldn't suspect them, and the regular sailors trying to act like they still thought the pirates were their friends. Until a few days later.
Flanho! Flanho!
Dynamite sail! Drop anchor! Bring up high to starboard helmsman! Prepare to move the longboats with those barrels over here! Mr. Silver!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mr. Silver, I need you to take some of the crew ashore. We need water and provisions. Take whatever you want, take as long as you need.
Aye, 'tis a task to my liking.
This is a lucky break. Captain letting us go ashore. Us with the map and all. It's like giving the treasure to us on a silver platter.
I never trust a silver platter.
Silver platters are shiny! Ah!
We need to leave a few of us on board. Black Dog is hiding still. Taylor and Georgina, you go and hide too.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jane, there seems to be room in the boat for one more. Come along for an adventure.
Adventure? I can't. The captain needs me.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, Jane, I seem to have left my crutch on deck. Hand it to me like a good lass, will ya? I can't reach it from there. You'll have to be a bit closer than that. Castaway mates, hurry now.
Our plan seems to be working. When they reach shore, we sail away and come back in a year or so. Why then the fight will be out of them.
That's a brilliant plan, Squid. But except for one thing.
What?
The Pirates of Jane!
Hello, it is me again. And it's been such a long intermission, I know. So why don't I just take the liberty and recap everything that happened in the first half. Captain Flint, the most murderous pirate that ever sailed, hid a huge treasure on an island. He left a map broken into two pieces to his new captain, Billy Bone, and first mate, Sadie Hawkins. Pirates everywhere were searching for the treasure, and the map soon came to be in the hands of Jane Hawkins, Sadie's daughter. She took the map to the squire. You know what? This is taking too long. I will just... There's not much to know. You can just use the cliff notes for the rest. Not much to know. Other than that, Jane got kidnapped. That's minor, though.
Silver, where should we put her? I'm perfectly capable of walking by myself.
You'll run away if we let you go, lass. We can't be letting our hostages run away.
Silver, how much longer are we going to keep walking? The sun be going down.
Walking in the dark will get us as fast. Hen, stop your grumbling. The only thing we would be doing fast is stumbling into each other, especially with this rope. It's got to be easier for everyone to just let me walk on my own.
As much as I hate to admit it, the lass might be onto something.
Now that be a smart idea. Let the hostage go.
Let her go. We're stopping here for the night. But keep her hands tied.
Aye,
Aye, sir.
Hey, we have to be nice to her. We have to get the compass.
I'm a pirate. What else do you expect me to do? You expect me to tuck her in and read her a bedtime story?
Maybe even a good night kiss.
And she'll need her teddy bear to go to sleep. Dirk, you still got yours?
Of course, that teddy bear! If you landowners don't shut up, I'll stab the lot of you.
You're all just a bunch of murderous pirates.
It's all in good fun, lass. We may be pirates, but at least we're professional. Pleased I am to initiate you into our enterprising company, which entitles you to all the benefits that a professional pirate receives.
I don't want any benefits.
Come on, lass. This is a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Join our fine crew.
You'll cruise to foreign lands and keep your mind and body sound while working out of doors.
When you're a professional pirate, you're sure to get true friendship and adventure. That's what the job's all about.
It's really how you look at us pirates. Evil comes from bad press. Most of it's just exaggeration.
On occasion, there might be someone you have to execute.
But the best part is, when you're a professional pirate,
You don't have to wear a suit, huh?
We be never stabbing you in the back. We're just about the nicest people you could ever meet.
I won't become a pirate. I won't.
Really, lass? Do you think the captain would give the treasure to people like us?
Not when you lie and steal.
Is that all you think of us? Come on, lass. We're really not half bad.
I won't ever join you.
Are you sure about that?
You'll never get what you want.
I need the compass, Jay. Are you gonna give it to me? Or am I gonna have to take it?
No!
Am I gonna have to crush this compass so it'll never be the same again?
You wouldn't break it. You need it.
Oh, but I only need the paper. I could care less about the compass. I could easily just let it slip.
No!
Stop struggling, lass. That's what'll happen if you don't stop struggling. I'll crush your dear compass.
If I stop struggling, will you promise to give it back to me when you're done with it?
Of course, lass. You have my word.
Fine. Keep the stupid map. You gave your word and you better stick to it.
A pirate never breaks his word.
Meanwhile, back aboard the Hispaniola, the captain was making plans to get Jane back.
I'm going to the shore and will take some of the crew with me to get Jane back safely. I believe that the pirates will be so focused on the treasure that we can sneak up, led by the great trucker Red Roof here, and get Jane back before they notice. And also to get the treasure.
Squire, we need to get Jane back first and get the treasure later.
I volunteer to stay on board, ma'am, and guard the ship. I want to make sure those scurvy pirates don't mess with the organizing I've done on this voyage. Priscilla and I have completely rearranged all the supplies in order from the most used ones to the least used ones.
Question, Captain. Do you think we could use the Marie Kondo method on the stuff the pirates left behind? I think it would be great fun.
Fine, fine. You two work on the organization while we're on shore. Lonnie, I want you to stay as well. You're the lookout. Your eyes are sharper than anyone's. I believe you'll be able to see if the pirates come to take over the ship, and trust me, they will.
All right, Captain. My eyes can see from here to shore while I'm asleep. Wait. That's not right.
Well, on the minute. I need some volunteers to go below decks and get the weapons that the pirates didn't take with them.
I'll grab the swords, ma'am. I know where they're stored.
I'll help you with the weapons.
I'll go too. I know where the pirates have most weapons that they didn't take with them.
Good. You three go, get the weapons, meet us at the longboats in 15 minutes, and not a minute later! Aye,
I guess I'll get my medications in case anybody needs them.
I'll need all my good tracking equipment, my hiking boots, my magnifying glass. Oh, I'll need.
What do you think our odds are, Captain?
Odds? They've never been better. Why, with the Red Roof leading us, we can rescue Jane before anyone could say pieces of 8. I'm not sure. It depends on so many things. If the pirates are keeping watch behind them as they follow the map to the treasure, if we can even track them, and if they've kept Jane alive. I hope Long John Silver is at least a decent man as well as a pirate and is treating her well. I'm going to need a miracle. And I'm going to need some headache medicine.
10 fathoms south of the black crag with a face on it. Mates, we're here. The treasure.
Yeah! Come on, mates, let's go get that treasure.
Call this treasure?
There's no treasure here, Silver.
You brought us here for nothing!
Devil will be tried for mutiny and hanged!
Yeah.
I say, we kill them!
Yeah! Run, Jane. I'll hold him off for as long as I can.
Silver, why would you protect me?
Because you remind me of a pirate I used to sail with. A fine sailor she was. Run!
Time out. Huddle.
This is for you.
The black spot.
Yes?
You dare give me the black spot.
Well, we all agree that I made me do it.
And it's drawn on a page from the Bible. You tore a page from the Holy Scriptures to make a pirate's death sentence.
Well, it was Derek's idea.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, the red-hot gates of hell are creeping open. Satan is heating up his pokers for you blasphemous heathens. Fall on your knees and beg for deliverance from damnation.
Please forgive us.
We didn't mean to. We didn't know it was wrong.
We'll never do it again.
We can't be done with the treasure. We can't lose the treasure. Please forgive us.
Please.
I suppose those meager apologies will do. You are forgiven.
Thank you. You're wonderful. You're merciful, kind.
Handsome, ugly. All right. Get off me, you landlubbers, and untie me. The treasure has to be on this island somewhere. That'll be Black Dog, Taylor, and Georgina. If we hear a second shot, we know they've taken the ship for us, and I'm the new captain. Now, the treasure must be on this island somewhere. Let's go and find it.
Girl run this way. I've been tracking her ever since she held the long John Silver, finding the treasure she's buried.
No, she hasn't passed me yet.
Shoot, I really wanted to talk to her and ask her how she got mixed up with that rogue Silver. Come on, let's keep looking. She's got to be around here somewhere. I'm here. What do you want with me and who are you?
That's us that be asking the questions. Who are you and what are you doing here? And what are you doing mixed up with Long John Silver? I asked you first.
Girl, you're outnumbered 2 to 1, and this barely counts to 11.
Do I know you?
That depends. What's your name? That way I can make an informed decision.
My name is Jane Hawkins. A pirate came to the inn that me and find my compass that my mother gave to me to keep safe. And then we found a ship to go and find the treasure, but then the treasure wasn't there. And then Long John Silver stole my compass, and I can't find it anymore. Now it's lost. Jane? Jane, it's me. I'm your mother. You're so tall. How did you get here?
Well, that's a bit of a long story. We're on an island without a ship. I think we are friends. Okay, fine. Do you want the long version or the short version?
The explains it all version, and actually we have a ship.
Well, you should know we're pirates. Not the fronts to your face and stab you in the back, killing and looting up and down the mainland. It's more like the rob from the rich and take from sauce kind of pirates, without the stabbing and killing parts. I see nothing wrong with taking from people who have way too much. Being a pirate is much more exciting than being a normal boring sailor. Plus, there's a lot less suit wearing.
Long John Silver and his pirates are the same thing.
Yes, that man is a true pirate in every sense of the word. He would as soon ask you and take your money.
I thought he was an honorable man until a few days ago when I heard him talking to some of his pirate buddies.
He's a pirate through and through. And sometimes, as a pirate, you don't always see eye to eye with your crewmate. Well, some of them don't even have eyes.
But how did you get here on the island?
Well, we were part of Captain Flint's crew at the end of his career. He always had this island that he called Treasure Island as a place to stash his treasure whilst he didn't need it. On that last run, he left it all here and made a treasure map. He made the map and then gave it to Billy Bones, who was his first man at the time. We also tore a piece out and gave it to old Sadie here. That way, no one person could leave and get hurt. Well, it's a good thing I have a photographic memory. Steph and I hired a crew we could trust and made our way here just fine, but we got caught in a surprise storm right as the island came into view. Yeah, we've been here ever since. Just us two survived. How long has it been? 4 years? 5 maybe? I don't know. I've lost count of the days.
What is that? Do you see that? They look familiar. Is that what I think it is? Mazzaro? Mazzaro, you're not dead! Shane Hawkins! What in the 7 seas are you doing here? It's so far away from the ship. Perhaps I should take you back in my little boat here. I rode it all week, you see, and it has got to be the safest thing I have ever set my boot into. Although it did occur to me while I was rowing that silver fellow may not be trustworthy. Well, you may be right about that. But this is my mother, Sadie Hawkins, and her friend Bev Gunn. They've been shipwrecked on this island for a long time. Well, and what a coincidence they are on this island that the treasure is supposed to be, and we're all here too. What's that? It's a ghost! Captain! Doctor! Squire! This is my mother, Sadie Hawkins, and her friend Beth Gunn. They've been marooned on this island for several years.
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Hawkins, Miss Gunn. I'm sorry to cut things so short, but we heard some cannon shots when we were pulling up to the island and saw through the looking glass that the Jolly Roger's flying over the Hispaniola. Some of the pirates still managed to take over the ship.
Yes. Long John Silver said that he left 3 of his pirates on board to take the ship if they ever got a chance.
By George, this shall not stand! I'll row back under cover of night and reclaim my ship!
Yeah! But what about the treasure? Oh, there is no treasure. We marched to the spot where the treasure was supposed to be, and all the boxes were empty. And Long John took my compass.
Yes. Well, about that. We might have moved the treasure in case the pirates came back and tried to get it.
I say, what a stroke of fortune. Ladies, you have done a great service for Her Majesty and the sign of right this day. Okay.
Would you two want some help to get your treasure back onto the ship and a safe passage back to England? For a share of it, of course.
One moment, Squire. I think so, Squire. That sounds like a great idea. That way, we can all share.
We still need to deal with the pirates here on the island.
They should be brought back to the Queen's justice. All pirates, especially ones that sail with horrible flames, shall be tried and punished for their crimes.
What if we split up? Some of us can go and take back my ship, and the rest of you can stay here, lure the pirates into an ambush, take them captive.
I know. We should split up.
Squire, you just keep coming up with better and better ideas, man.
Yes, Squire.
The pirates think I'm dead. Maybe we could pretend that I'm a ghost tonight after dark.
I like that idea, Miss Sarah. Let's see. If there are 8 pirates on the island, and there are 13 of us here, if I may count you 2 ladies, there are 3 pirates and 3 sailors on the island, so this is 3 of us. Yes, I think that should work. June Lancet, will you go with Miss Era and I to help retake my ship?
Yes, ma'am. Taking ships back from mutineering pirates is my specialty. And we can take my exceptionally safe longboat here. Captain, do you have my hat?
Yes, I kept it as a memento when I thought you were dead. It's time to head over and retake the ship. Doctor, Squire, I'll leave you 2 in charge over dawn.
Good luck. All right. I have an idea.
The treasure is hidden in a big hollow on a big tree. There's a trail that leads up to those trees. What if we put pieces of gold on that trail, hid in the trees, and ambush Long John gang? Okay, and then once we tied them up, you brought rope, I assume? Rope. Thank you. And you can take our treasure, get in the longboat, skin out.
That's a great idea. But what if? Okay, now hear me out. We lured the pirates into an ambush!
Wow. Squire, I never heard an idea as good as that before in my entire life.
You know, we should really hurry before the pirates find us.
We should hurry before the pirates find us!
As we all know, pirates on the whole are very superstitious. They have all sorts of good luck charms, and they believe in good and bad omens. And another thing they believe in, actually, ghosts.
There was
Excuse me. Can you just sing better songs, or in my opinion, just sing better
have we weren't. That's why we're pirates.
I'm scared to be back on this ship.
After one of you killed Miss Arrow, I hear ghosts haunt these waters.
What was that? There's no reason to be scared, right, mates?
Yeah, there's no reason to be scared. It's just like the wind, like it was last night. Besides, we didn't kill her.
Well, I've heard that once a good sailor's killed, the ghost won't rest to catch the murderer or help the planet.
Woo! I am the ghost of the first mate of the Hispaniola. Who are those who are resting after one of their company died to throw me overboard? Look on me in despair!
Time up. No.
That's right. Okay, bad. Alright, alright. You won't get away with this!
I think we just got away with it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we did. Silver will come and kill all of y'all.
And Silver ain't much. If Captain Flint was still alive, I'd probably be scared, but
Flint? Never heard of him. These rooms won't hold us. Not for long. Oh, Captain. May I speak to you in private, please?
Thank you so much for getting us out of that situation. But I do have to ask, where are the rest of the crew and the pirates and James?
I don't want to say too much right here in front of these pirates, but don't worry, there is a plan. And we found some unexpected help on the island.
Oh, okay.
Miss Sarah, I almost forgot. You can't forget the hat that I bought you in Tortuga.
How could I forget this hat and my friend who gave it to me?
Aww. It's time to set sail, and I'll capture the rest of Long John Silver's crew!
There is an ambush being laid for Long John and his pirates.
Do you really want to go through with this? I don't want to share the treasure with some landholding squire, or any crew that thinks they're better than me. But that would mean leaving Jane.
I mean, okay, just think about it. We sailed with Flint for years, and
We've been on this island for years.
I mean, how do they think they're just gonna waltz in, take our treasure just for letting us sail on their ship?
I think we should see if there's a chance for us to take our share and slip away.
Well, maybe we should wait until the treasure is actually on the ship. That way we can take the longer and stuff. Mom, Bev, the pirates are headed this way. We need to get in position.
Man, that was a hike.
You're weak. I barely even broke a sweat.
Sailors, Debbie has spotted the pirates and will be here any minute. Good job, Debbie.
Thanks, I've been practicing.
All right, we laid a trail here underneath the trees. We thought that you all could climb into the trees and hide behind the trees and give Bev and I a moment or two to talk with Long John Silver and give you all some time to jump down and grab them.
Oh, I'm scared of trees.
I know. We should climb these trees here and jump down on the pirates when they stop to talk to Bev and Sadie.
Squire, I don't know how you keep coming up with it. You must have a big brain or something. I don't know.
I'll take this tree right here. Callan, you can come with me. I'll help you. I'll take the one right next to you.
Everyone get your swords and get into position and wait for the signal.
Wait, what's the signal?
Oh yeah.
How about avast, me hearties?
That's so cliche.
What about?
That's a bit loud.
What about
late. Oh, yeah.
I got another one. That's 11.
One more, 12.
The next one. But I can't say that number. Let's just move on to the next one.
I don't know how all this gold fell out without anybody noticing.
Maybe there were so many pieces that a few didn't matter.
I would have noticed. 13, are you? The number we do not mention. Gold pieces is a lot of money.
Silver, how much longer? My feet are hurting.
You're a bunch of whiny, no-good scoundrels. You don't see me complaining, and I only have one leg.
Isn't it a bit suspicious, Silver?
It is a bit suspicious about the trail of gold, though.
Hello, Long John Silver. It's been a while, Silver.
Bev, Sadie, ow. The last I heard of you, your ship had crashed with no survivors.
Ship did crash, but there were survivors. Us too.
Obviously.
Wait. So was it you who took the treasure from where it was buried by Flint?
Aye, it was us that moved the treasure.
How did you find this island, the treasure, without a map?
I have a photographic memory, Silver. It wasn't any problem at all.
What is a photographic memory? That treasure should be mine. I served for years in jail after sailing with Flint. I served my time.
We all served our time, both on sea and in jail. What gives you the right to the treasure all on your own?
Silver, it's too late for that. Silver, it's too late for that!
Aye, you got that jump on us. That you did. So, what will you lot do now?
We'll take you all back to England. They're trying to round up all of Flint's old crew, you know.
I know.
Tony, John, will you be in charge of bringing the pirate crew down to the ship, please?
Yes, ma'am. Move it, scoundrels.
Let's go. Keep it going. Hey, go away.
Get my sword.
Come on, move it.
I've got to hand it to you, Sadie. I never suspected Jane was your daughter until a few days ago. And to think you and Babwan were able to sneak all that treasure away. You have it all to yourself now.
Shh. Not to themselves. We, being kind, generous, loving, compassionate rescuers, will get our cut, of course. Yes, of course.
But, Silver, what happened to my compass?
Oh, Jane. It got smashed when my scurvy crew tried to give me the black spot after you escaped near the old treasure chest. I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
I can't believe it. I've been safe for so long, but I guess it's okay since I have my mom back.
We have all the pirates locked up on the ship, just waiting for Long John Silver here to join them.
The ship is resupplied and ready to sail back to Merry England as soon as you are ready to leave this island. Well, it's been good to us, this treasure island. Yeah. But I'm ready to be back on land again. Think of the theater we could see.
Let's go, Silver. Back to the Hispaniola. My ship.
And thus, our tale of good and bad, of pirates and captains and a hero's journey, has ended with a mother being found. But is this really over?
Silver!
Oh. Jane, I suppose you'll be using that whistle to wake the others now.
I have to, and you have to return to England to stand trial. Beth, what are you doing helping him?
Child, I was on this island for 5 years, and I slept with Flint for years. If I go back to England, I will be thrown into prison.
I'm not going back, Jane. I have a terrible fear of hanging, you see.
Jane, please don't do that.
Mom, what are you doing? I thought you were going to come back to be with me and Dad.
I know. I've tried that life thing too. Staying at home running in. I can't do it. I was born to sail.
But, Mom,
I can feel it deep down in my bones. I was born to go from land to land. I'll never be content running in.
but you can't leave again.
I love you and your father so much, dear, and I only be for a little bit. Silver. My compass.
Silver, you told me you lost it.
That I did, lass. I can't get rid of my pirate ways. I wanted to keep it for myself.
You're a scoundrel, Silver.
Jane, sometimes pirates steal things. I knew he had the compass. He's never been able to steal anything from me.
Believe me, I've tried.
I've missed this old compass, Jane, dear. You kept it safe and sound for so many years. Thank you. If you ever want to, come find me. The sea will guide us.